Auckland's suburban shopping strips appear to be getting a welcome boost from locals working from home. However, spending data shows the pandemic's business armageddon is far from even, with a 40% drop in the central city compared with 15% across the region. At least one urban design expert thinks people gravitating to stay local could be an opportunity to create a suburban utopia. Video journalists Simon Rogers and Amy Williams filed this report.
It's not Auckland's most glamorous town centre, but Avondale's shopping strip is getting a boost from locals working from home. Marcus Amorsa runs a tattoo studio on the main street and is chair of the local business association.
What I've noticed as talking to other kind of the cafes and the dentists that because a lot more people are staying at home, they're spending more time the afternoons and the lunch times in Avondale, going to the cafes. Also, a lot of the dentists are saying, without people spending money overseas, they're kind of spending it on the stuff that they can do on their, on their teeth, and same with us here on their skin. Yeah.
He says most retailers survived the 2 lockdowns, and he hopes people keep shopping locally.
Well, when the mall opened up years ago, it drew a lot of businesses out of Avondale, especially the core services banks, and which had a big impact here in our town centre. So I want more businesses to come back, especially those core services, to start thinking of this as Avondale as a good place to do business, especially because outside, it's a good place here in Avondale.
And do you think that's more likely with more people working from home, that businesses might come back?
I'm hopeful of that. I mean, there's a lot of other kind of factors that involved, but if more people are spending time at home, working from home, I'd like to see them spend more time in the town centre.
Exactly how many people are working from home in Auckland is unknown, but so far the data indicates it's an ongoing trend. Transport figures show there are still 10% fewer cars on the roads in Auckland, and Stats NZ figures show households' internet use is 10% higher than usual. Sense Partners economist Sharmabil Yaqub provides weekly updates to Auckland's economic development agency, ATEED.
People are working from home more, and that means the suburban shops and hospitality is getting a little bit of a boost. So we have seen that in the data with consumer spending. The CBD hospitality is down a bit more than the rest of Auckland, but all of Auckland has been affected by the renewed restriction.
Brown Street is one of the Avondale town centre's thriving third places, somewhere people go to hang out that's not their home or workplace. Manager Rowan Mudgeway says they have more customers coming in.
We get some of them coming in just after a cheeky beer in their pyjamas, and we think that's quite good. And, mid-session, that's all right. But yeah, it's setting up laptops in the corners, and quite a few new regulars coming in now. They've got a bit more time. Instead of being able to go into town, trudging through the traffic, they've finally been able to spend some time at home and come in and meet some of the other locals around here as well.
He says although people do not tend to spend more money, there are more regulars and the cafe feels like a community hub. But it's not all rosy. Its events business has been hit hard by the restrictions on gatherings.
We were talking to a lovely couple that wanted to have their wedding celebration and their reception, and they were put off 3 different times because of the 2 different lockdowns, and it hurt us to our core. So we are taking a lot of punishment in regards to our event side of things, but we are seeing just a lot more of that coming in for coffee, sitting down and having a chat and sorting out their work and doing their laptop here.
RNZ also spoke to business associations east and north of the city centre who struggled during lockdown, but confirmed there are now more people working from home popping into their local town centre. On Dominion Road in Mount Eden, Auckland restaurant Cazador opened a deli next door after the first nationwide lockdown. Co-owner Rebecca Smith says locals are among their regular customers.
Certainly people mention, I am just out for a break because I'm working from home, or it's my working from home day. It seems people seem to be taking shifts with their colleagues, some working from home, some staying in the office, and we hear a little bit of that in our daily banter.
She says business has ebbed and flowed with COVID-19 alert levels, and after the city's second lockdown, there was less of an appetite for discretionary spending.
What a time to be taking a financial risk. So creating a new arm of our business is something we put so much thought and resource into, and then to have it just hanging so gingerly by a thread during these times has been very stressful. So to have been made to feel welcome by the community has been really super humbling.
Rebecca Schmidt says she feels for fellow restaurant operators in Auckland's central city who have borne the brunt of lockdowns and fewer people travelling to the city. For Checkpoint, Amy Williams.